Good morning and welcome to Strength and Balance. So, this morning we are going to start up on our feet. We're moving down to the floor, then we are coming back up onto our feet. So, just be mindful of how we are changing levels today. So, just take your time when we are changing levels. Make sure your heart rate is down before you come down to the floor. I'll remind you throughout class, but just make sure that you pay attention to how your body is feeling today and how if you need to take an extra second, that's fine. Listen to your body. Without further ado, let's turn the music on and warm up. We'll start up on our feet, like I said. Big circles with the arms. Wake up the shoulders. Let's do one more each side. Then we'll take those big circles forward. Those of you who are in the Berkshires, hopefully we're loosening up the shoulders from shoveling snow this morning, or if we're going to. One more each side. Bring your arms out at shoulder height, small circles in one direction. And the opposite direction. And release. Bring the shoulders up and squeeze. Then exhale, drop them down. Up and squeeze. Exhale, drop them down again. Last one. And down. Now bring the shoulders up, around, and down. Think about that full range of motion here. One more. Keep the shoulders down and back, then take your head and look to the right and the left. One more each side. Then bring your arms overhead. So we are going to reach and reach. We are shifting our weight this time. So we are coming up on that toe as we reach across, feeling it down the side of the body. Let's do one more each side as we shift our weight. And then reach across. So we will twist through the torso, pivot on that back foot, then reach across. Then the opposite side. Make sure we pivot on that toe, so we're moving the hips. The hips are square towards the direction that we are reaching. One more each side. And take a deep breath in through the nose. your mouth. Again. Last one. We are going to balance here on that right leg, soft bend in the knee, heel and toe on the left right away. Abdomen is tight, so we're bringing that left heel forward, left toes back, forward and back. Pull the belly button up towards your spine. Make sure we have that perfect posture so shoulders are back. And the opposite side. One more. Let's get right into those butt kicks. So we shift our weight as we alternate, bringing a heel towards the butt. Now make sure we don't bring the knee up forward. We want to bring the heel back and keep the knees pointed towards the floor. So a little hinge forward might be able to help you here. When you have the lower body, you can add the arms, drive the elbows back. And let's pause to the center. We're going to do the same thing, but double it up. So 2 per side. So 2 curls on one side, 2 on the other. Two more left and 2 more right. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. We are getting right into calf raises, so come up on the toes, up and down for 10, please. Keeping that core tight. When you finish that 10, we are going to get right into our balance walk. So like normal, I balance my walk on my mat because I don't have a line on the floor. If you have a line on your rug or line on the floor that you can follow, that's fine. We are going to step 1 foot in front of the other. Make sure your heel touches your toe as you walk straight down that line or around the mat. Here we want to focus on posture. Focus on balance. So we want to squeeze that whole midsection. Take your time. We can look down by using your eyes to glance down, but make sure we don't round the shoulders. We want to keep the shoulders back as we keep that core tight. I'm going to go all the way around my mat in one direction. Obstacle. When you finish, we're going to get back into those 10 calf raises. Up on the toes and back down. 2. Keeping the core tight, focusing again on posture, shoulders down and back. I think this is 5. 6. 7. 8. 9, and that's 10. Now we are going to go around the mat or in the line, on your line, in the opposite direction, or just keep going if you have a straight line. So I'm going to spin around, same thing. Here we really want to make sure that we're bringing our heart rate down if it is up high, because we are coming down to the floor here in a little bit. Keep that abdomen tight, shoulders down and back. Focus on posture. when you are ready, you can come on down to the floor. You can grab some water if you like before we hit the floor. We are going to start on our back. So when you are ready, come down on your back. Pelvic tilt. Head, neck, and shoulders are relaxed. Arms can lay long by your side. Here I'd like you to feel your feet into the floor. So start here with your feet. Make sure that both feet are flat on the floor. You're pressing through the heels, but the toes are down. You want to spread the toes and really feel the floor beneath your feet. Then we want to make sure that your knees are bent and that the distance between the knees is about the same distance between the ankles. So we don't want the knees to be in or out. And by maintaining a nice flat foot, that is how we keep those parallel legs. Then here we have a strong pelvic tilt. So we don't want to space. We can put our hand through. We want to press that low back down to the floor. Pubic bone comes up towards your heart. Squeeze the abdomen. Then that back is flat, spine is flat. Make sure the shoulders aren't up. We want to drop them down and back. And that neck is in line with your spine. Relax here. From here, we are going to go into the pelvic tilts. You want to have that natural arch and then push that low back down to the floor. That's 1. 2. Really focus on that squeeze. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And last one, hold and squeeze. From here, we are going to lift your hips up into a bridge. Make sure you're holding that pelvic tilt. It has not moved. It's still nice and strong. Hips up into a bridge. Squeeze at the top. Squeeze the butt. Then slowly lower down. And make sure you're holding that pelvic tilt the whole time. And if you need to, you can recommit to that pelvic tilt at the bottom. Try not to lose it. This is 2. We're going for 10. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And last one. You can release on down. Pull both knees in towards your chest. Hug them in. Rock side to side. Keep your right knee pulled in and extend that left leg long. If you can keep that foot hovered above the floor, the left foot hovered above the floor. If you need to, you can rest the foot down on the floor, whatever is better for you. And when you're ready, let's switch, keeping a nice strong pelvic tilt. And switch. 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 One more each side. And release. You can return both feet down to the floor. Now take that right ankle, place it on top of left knee. Let your right knee fall open to the right. Hips stay square. Focus on that pelvic tilt. Press up through the left heel as we lift up into 10 single leg bridges. So lift up, squeeze, and slowly lower down. That's 1. Again, we want to hold that pelvic tilt the whole time. That's 2. So if you need to, at the bottom of the movement, you can recommit to that pelvic tilt. If you find that you lost it through the movement, that's 3. Try to hold it the whole time. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. One more. That's 10. You can uncross and pull both knees in towards your chest. Rock side to side. And get ready for the opposite side. So this time, your right foot is, knee is bent, foot is flat on the floor. Cross your left ankle over right knee. Let that left knee fall open to the left. Hips are square, pelvic tilt, and we will do 10 single leg bridges on the right. Hold that strong pelvic tilt the whole time. Up and down. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. One more on this side. That is 10. You can release. Pull both knees in towards your chest. Rock side to side again. Then we will get back into that bridge with both feet down on the ground. This time we'll open the feet up a little bit wider. Strong pelvic tilt. Abdomen is tight. As we lift up, we squeeze. Make sure the knees don't come in. We want to have a little external rotation so we activate the glutes a little bit more with that wide stance. And down. That's 1. Feet are flat on the floor. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. That's 10. I'm going to have you roll over to your right side. Knees are bent. Hips are square, shoulders are square, and we will go right into 10 clamshells. So feet will stay stacked. As we lay here, lift your left knee up and back down. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. shoulders are square. We will go right into that open book. So bring that left arm all the way up and over. Try to open up the chest. Both shoulder blades are down on the floor. Then back to that starting position. Arms over each other. That's 1. And 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. We'll do 10 on this side. 9. And 10. You can release. Flip on over to the opposite side. I'm just going to move my mic. Same thing on the opposite side. So we are going to bend both knees. We'll start off with 10 clamshells on this side. Knees are bent, hips are square, shoulders are square as we lift that right knee up this time. Let's open and close. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 1 more. That's 10. You can release. And now that open book on this side, we're going for 10. The right arm's on top of the left this time, and bring that right arm all the way open. And back, that's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Halfway home. 6. 7. 8. 9. 1 more. That's 10. You can release. Take your time. We are going to come all the way up to standing. Come up to your feet. When you are up, grab some water and grab a chair. Water and a chair. So we're going to start with the chair when you are ready. With your hip circle. So I'd like you to hold onto the back of the chair or a wall or something so you can really focus on your range of motion. So the same leg, we're going to balance here on that right leg. Right hand is on the chair. That left knee we are going to bring up to center, a big circle around and down. That's 1. We are going for 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now 5 in the opposite direction, same leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we'll take that same left leg forward and back for 10. So we want to stand up tall, straight left leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Same thing on the opposite side. I'm gonna move my chair, balance here. On the left leg, bring your right knee up, around, and down. That's 1. Again, we're going for 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then 5 in the opposite direction, out to the side, in and down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then that forward and back leg swing for 10. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can now release. We are now going to go right into those sit to stand. So I'm actually going to use my couch. It's a little lower than this chair. So I'm going to move my chair away. Sit to stands. Chest is up, butt goes back. Weight is pressed through the heels. Make sure the knees don't go forward. We want to push the butt back as we come down. Tap the butt, back on up for 10. Down and up. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's 10. We are going to take a break from the legs. Do 2 steps left, 2 steps right, lateral, so feet will stay parallel. 2 steps, well, I guess to the right, 2 steps to the left, 2 and 2. You can pick it up once you have the lower half of the body. And if you're ready to get your heart rate up a little, you're going to add the arm swing forward as we take that step to the side. More right and 2 more left. We are going to get back into those sit to stands for 10. Chest is up, butt goes back. Focus on that perfect form. Hips away, down and up. That's 1, 2. I think my dog was chewing something apart, one of her toys. Now stepping on 3, 4, Press up through the heels. And this is 10. 2 more lateral steps to the right, 2 more to the left. 2 more right, 2 more left. We want to try to get the heart rate up a little bit. More right and 2 more left. We will go back into those sit to stands last time. Last time here. So last set of 10. If you need to do less here. If you're able to do more, what I would like you to do is pause at the bottom. So you're going to come down, pause at the bottom. Now I'm not resting. I can even do this away from the seat. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and up. All right, so pause at the bottom if you feel like you can do more than 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's 10. Grab some water. Let's bring our heart rates down. Take a few deep breaths. We will come down, back down on the mat. I'm gonna grab my phone or my timer. So we're going to come down on the mat. Grab some water, heart rates are down. We're starting off on hands and knees. Starting off on those hands and knees when you are ready. When you are on those hands and knees, it's important not to bring the hands too far close to the knee. We want the same distance apart from shoulder to hip that there is from wrist to knee. So not too far forward, not too far apart. We want that shoulder stacked on top of the hip, shoulder stacked on top of the wrist, hip stacked on top of the knee. Tuck the toes. Abdomen is tight. From here, we are going to start off in that cat-cow. So I'd like you to tuck your chin and press the back up towards the ceiling. Imagine that you have a tail, so I want you to tuck your tail. Pelvic tilt, so bring the pubic bone towards the heart. And then lift the chin, lift the tail, sway the back. So we want to stick the booty up towards the ceiling. Then again, tuck the chin, tuck the tail, hold. Lift the chin, lift the tail. And release. Right away, we are going to go into that low plank. Forearms and toes. Low plank for 30 seconds. Forearms are parallel. Abdomen is tight. Elbows in line with shoulder. Step one leg back and then the other. 30 seconds low plank. Let's begin. So forearms are parallel. Back is flat. Belly button comes up towards your spine. Make sure you are breathing. Slow, deep breath. Shoulders are square, hips are square. And release hips on down. You can push back into child's pose. Butt goes back over heels. When your butt is down on the heels, we want to make sure that we're not tucking the head and touching the head down. We want to lift the chin up, shoulders down, squeeze the lats as we walk your fingertips forward. Think posture. Then come on down flat on your stomach. 30 seconds of your Superman. So you can come up and squeeze. You can always alternate arm and leg, or bring both arms and both legs up. 30 seconds. Let's begin. So hips stay down, chest comes up and squeeze. Then slowly lower down. Make sure we don't flop down on the ground. You can always bring right arm, left leg up, but make sure the shoulders and hips are square. Then the other side. So we don't want to rotate as we lift up. And release. Push on back into child's pose. Back, lift the chest with your butt down. Feel this in the left. And when you are ready, we are going to come back on up, back to that low plank. So forearms are parallel. We know what to do. 30 seconds up and hold. So low plank. Hips are square, shoulders are square. Drive the shoulder blades down towards the back pocket. Squeeze the lats. We want to have that strong mind-muscle connection. So we want to feel this in the abdomen, squeeze the abdomen, but also squeeze the back. And release. And push on back into child's pose. Help change the back over heel. Relax here for a second. Again, chest is up. Focus on the movement. And back to that 30 seconds of your Superman. Come on down. Alternate or both arms, both legs. 30 seconds. Let's begin. Up and squeeze. And down. Up and squeeze. And down. You can push back into child's pose. We have one more time alternating between those two. Help change the industry. And when you are ready, last time with that plank, 30 seconds. Forearms are parallel, abdomen is tight, up and hold, 30 seconds. Shoulders down, help change the industry. And square. Pull the belly button up towards your spine. This is the last set. Last time through for today. Again, be mindful with your movements, mind-muscle connection, squeeze. Change the industry. We don't want to be here and just go through the motions. That's time you can release. Push back into child's pose. Take a second. release back to that Superman 30 seconds on your stomach. Either alternate or both. 30 seconds. Let's begin. Up and squeeze and down. Really focus on the squeeze at the top and make sure you control as you lower back down. We don't want to let our body just flop down to the floor. And release and push back into your child's pose. Now butt is down on the heels of your feet. Lift your chest. Make sure your head is not on the floor. From here, walk your hands over to the left and press your right hand firmly down on the ground. So again, we shouldn't have the arm too far forward. Your head is between the arms. Wrist is straight in line with the shoulder. So we want to make sure that the wrists are the same distance apart as those shoulders. And really press that right hand firmly down on the ground. You should feel this down the right side of your back. Are the same distance apart as your shoulders. Press that left hand firmly down on the ground. You should feel this down the left side of your back. Come on down flat on your stomach. Bring the elbows back next to your chest. Hips stay down. Chest comes up into that cobra. Roll over to your right side, and from the right we want to make sure that that body is in a nice straight line, and reach towards that left ankle. Pull the left heel back towards your butt. If you can, we know this, roll forward, and you can rest your head down on that right hand. Opposite side. Back on up into that tabletop position, back into your cat-cow, arch and sway. Take your time. And release. Roll on over to your back, bend your knees. Knees are bent, abdomen is tight. You can take that right ankle, place it on top of left knee, just like we did with that single leg bridge. Hips are square, let that right knee fall open to the right. From here, reach behind that left knee, pull the left knee in towards your chest. And release, uncross. Same thing on the opposite side. So we're crossing that left ankle over right knee. Let the left knee fall open to the left. Reach behind that right knee and pull the right knee in. And release, uncross. Extend both legs, spin this way. Extend both legs long, both arms long overhead. Reach in opposite directions, get as long and tall as you can go. Then from here, pull your right knee in towards your chest, hug it in. Take a deep breath in, and when you exhale, press that right foot up towards the ceiling. Pull that straight leg back towards your chest for your hamstring stretch. And release. Extend that leg long. Same thing on the left. Pull the left knee in first. Then when you are ready, take a deep breath in and exhale. Extend that left foot up towards the ceiling. Pull that straight leg towards your chest for your hamstring stretch on this side. And release. Pull your right knee back into your chest and circle that foot around your ankle in one direction. And same foot but opposite direction. And release, same thing on the opposite side. Pull the left knee in and circle that left foot in one direction. Same foot, opposite direction. flat on the floor, arms go out at shoulder height, drop the knees over to the right, head goes to the left, and hold. Left, head to the right, and hold. Back to center. Sit up. You can extend both legs long, flex your feet. So start with your hands behind your back, chest stays up. So we want to make sure we don't round. Then walk the hands as far forward as you can with your chest up. Again, we don't want to tuck our chin. We want to keep the chest up and lead with the chest. We'll feel that more down the hamstrings. Open the feet. Let's squeeze the legs out as wide as you can. Keep the hands behind the back. Again, chest is up. And if you have the flexibility, let's walk the hands forward, keeping your chest up. Again, we don't want to round. We want to lift the chest. Toes remain up towards the ceiling. Relax, release, take your time. Let's make our way all the way up to standing. So when you're ready, come up to your feet. Let me come a little closer. And when you are ready, you can start rolling the shoulders back. Keep the shoulders down and back. Take your head, look to the right, and hold. Drop your chin. And the opposite side. Drop your chin. Center. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more. Last one. Good job, everybody. Shovel safely.